All right, let's dive right into this one. We're looking at a short but really intense story about a Christmas Eve dinner that just goes completely sideways. It's all about friendship, suspicion, and that one single moment that can change absolutely everything.
So, I want you to picture this. It's Christmas Eve. You're out with your closest friends for a special meal. That last chance to really connect before all the family holiday chaos begins. The vibe is warm, it's perfect, it feels safe.
But what happens when that feeling of safety just shatters? When the laughter you're hearing from across the table suddenly feels, hollow? Well, this cozy dinner for six friends is about to turn into the backdrop for a quiet but totally gut-wrenching betrayal.
Okay, so let's set the stage. To really get the full impact of what's about to happen, we need to know who was at that table and why this dinner was supposed to be so important in the first place.
So, the person telling our story is Noelle. She's at dinner with her friends Tammy, Trina, Sheila, and Mary. And then there's Dahlia. Noelle calls Dahlia her supposed best friend. Yeah, you're going to want to remember that detail. It becomes pretty crucial.
And you have to understand, this wasn't just some random dinner. It was a planned thing, a moment set aside specifically for the friend group to bond before they all scattered for their family holidays. It was supposed to be all about strengthening that connection.
The evening kicks off and everything is completely normal. The conversation's flowing, everyone seems to be having a great time. But then, a small, seemingly insignificant moment happens, and it plants that very first seed of doubt.
Noelle decides to get up from the table to use the restroom. A totally simple, everyday thing to do. But as she stands up, she immediately notices something that just feels off. Something that kind of breaks the unspoken rules of her friend group.
She goes alone. No one offers to go with her. Not Tammy, not Trina, not Sheila or Mary, and not even her best friend, Dahlia. For her, it's the first small crack in what was supposed to be a perfect evening.
And this right here is the pivotal moment. We go from a completely normal, friendly dinner to this slightly odd solo trip to the bathroom, which leads directly to a moment of really tangible tension. So as Noelle is walking back to the table, she hears these muffled giggles. But the second they see her coming, it just stops. Dead silence. You can just feel the awkwardness, can't you? That feeling when you know you've just interrupted something? Noelle tries to brush it off, thinking maybe it's nothing. But the night is far from over.
So Noelle tries to just put that weird moment behind her, but the night has two more shocks in store for her. A devastating 1-2 punch that's about to confirm all of her worst suspicions.
The meal starts to wind down, and the server brings the checks to the table. As Noelle picks hers up, she sees that someone has written a message on it, a cryptic, chilling little warning.
It says, "Watch the company you keep." Can you imagine reading that while sitting at a table with the people you consider your closest friends? Noelle said she didn't say a word. She just looked around the table, her mind racing, wondering which one of them had just betrayed her, or maybe which one was trying to warn her.
Well, the mystery of who wrote that note gets solved almost immediately, but not by one of her friends. As the group gets up to leave, their waitress pulls Noelle aside for a quiet word.
The waitress whispers, "They were talking about you really bad while you were in the bathroom." And just like that, it all clicks into place. The solo trip to the bathroom, the muffled giggles, the sudden silence, the note on the check. It wasn't one person. It was them, her friends.
So this is the heart of it, right? Noelle is standing there, holding this devastating truth, with the 5 friends who just betrayed her standing right beside her. What does she do in that moment?
I mean, really, put yourself in her shoes. You've just found out your friends, including your supposed best friend, were trashing you behind your back. You're all about to walk out the door together. What would you do?
She's got a few immediate choices. Does she confront them right there on the spot and cause a huge scene? Does she just make a silent exit, leaving them to wonder if she knows what they did? Or does she go home, process it all, and then address it later? Is it even possible to decide right then and there that these friendships are just over?
There's no easy answer here. Each choice carries its own huge consequence. And this moment isn't just about this one dinner. It really tests your entire philosophy on loyalty, on confrontation, and on self-respect. So the real question isn't just what you would do, but why. What does your choice say about the kind of friend you are and the kind of friends you're willing to keep?